Hey everybody, welcome to 5 Minutes with Conor. I'm Conor Smith. Today we're diving in with another successful entrepreneur. And whether you're tackling operational challenges, technology, or marketing, every small business has that unique journey. Today I'm excited to learn about Tom Kirkham, and he is the CEO of Kirkham Iron Tech. Tom, welcome.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, Conor.
Yeah, Tom, would you take a moment and just tell our viewers about your business, what it does, who it does it for, how long you've been at it, just a broad overview.
Yeah, we're 25 years old. We started out, as many of us, maybe all of us, doing break fix, and then we all got into being, MSPs or hybrid MSPs. And we did that for a brief period of time and went all in an all-in way with just being MSP. We quit all the break fix work. This was about 10 years ago. We quit all the break fix work and all the other stuff we were doing, like website design and some other stuff, to really concentrate on providing that top quality IT management, proactive IT management. And then about 10 years ago, we also got really serious about cybersecurity. So we are first and foremost a cybersecurity company. So in other words, just to put it to all of us that are in this business, we made a conscious effort to where we did not make security a option. In other words,
Gotcha.
If you're a client of ours, we're Sentinel-1 partner. You are going to pay for and install Sentinel-1, and you are going to do these things, or else you will not be a client. So we've been doing the security thing for quite some time. We think of ourselves first as an MSSP, but everybody's got 100 different definitions for what all that is.
Well, I think it's a great attitude, and ultimately for all the folks that are out there trying to, manage their business, you really have to take what he's saying seriously and take a security first approach. As you've put it, Tom, it's not really an option today. I know, you've had other businesses as well, and you've been growing companies, but what would you consider to be your greatest accomplishment?
That's I struggle with answering that question because I think and I hate to take this easy way out, I think the greatest accomplishment is yet to happen, right? So I've written a couple of security books that are Amazon bestsellers. I'm working on a film project right now around cybersecurity. I've won 4 Microsoft Software Design Awards many years ago in the other company that I co-founded. And, when you look at my media kit, because I do a number of these types of engagements, even I was amazed to see all of these different things. I've won awards doing these continuing education webinars that I do, like from treasury management societies, accounting societies, bar associations, and so on and so forth. So it's not about what I did yesterday. It's about what can I do tomorrow. How can I make the company better? How can I make everyone that works in the company's lives better, easier? How do I enrich our clients' lives and really get engaged with them from a business perspective and really help them get truly secure, have them bake it into the culture, and to make their IT investment more profitable and increase efficiencies. And some of the philosophy is what drove us to develop our Iron Tech framework, which encompasses governance, IT infrastructure, and security.
Well, maybe I'll take a shot at summing up your greatest accomplishment, which is always working to create bigger and better futures for yourself and for others. And I think it's easy to rest. But in this industry, there's so much change, so many things evolving. And if your firm is proactive and working again towards creating better outcomes all of the time, that's no small accomplishment. How do you find success, Tom? How so many people define it so many different ways, but for you, what is success?
It's being in control of my own time. That's it. You know, money's important, and I'm a successful investor, and I have real estate and other investments, and what that buys you is time. Money buys time, and if you've at least gotten to the point to where you're working on the business instead of in the business, and you're making enough money to maybe get a yard person if you don't treat it as a hobby. You just take that off your plate,
Right.
or a housekeeper. You consciously plan vacations for reflection time. There's a lot of reflection time baked into my calendar. And if you don't have that time, and don't make the mistake of thinking it's non-productive. The human
Right.
mind, it has to have that downtime in order to connect these dots that we've been living, and to really think visionary, tactically, and strategically about whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in the company or your life.
Well, maybe that blends into this last question, Tom, and maybe you could share a little bit about, why that lesson is important and how you've learned that over time.
About 10 years ago, there's a lot of things that happened about 10 years ago in my life. And it was a seminal moment in my life. My wife was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I had a spinal infection, and then because they couldn't figure out what it was, they found three cancers. And so in 2015, my wife ended up passing away. It wasn't one of the MSs that you can cure. It was the bad one. And then the capper to that whole crappy year was the FBI visiting me to tell me I'm on an ISIS kill list. And
Wow.
and it's because of a data breach, okay? Nothing to do with my background, being in security, none of that. It was a data breach. And if that doesn't tell you how serious security is, I don't know what else will.
Right.
All of that tragedy allowed me to really focus on, what do I need to learn? I needed to master marketing and sales. And so I spent a couple of years really getting into that. Like many of you have, I started with Robin Robbins. Maybe some of you are still with her. She's great. Don't have any problems with that. And then you start looking at what things are missing in the company. What roles still need to be filled? How do you want to grow? What's your overall client philosophy, the culture inside your organization? Culture eats strategy for breakfast. And it's the culture can fix so many different things, and even if it doesn't fix it, it makes it so much easier to still do good work with these gaps that all of us have.
Being an entrepreneur has so many different challenges with it, both personally and professionally. And Tom, you have responded with beauty time and time again. I want to thank you for sharing the story with us today. Always inspiring to hear about how people are navigating all of these challenges, and then just taking and creating opportunity and value for all involved. For those of us listening, Tom's a great reminder that success is so much more than money. It's about growth, perseverance, and faith in something much greater than yourself. I look forward to sharing more journeys like this on the next 5 minutes with Conor. Tom, thanks for being here.
My pleasure, Connor.
Marketing is really hard for people. It's intangible, it's expensive, it doesn't make sense. Small businesses struggle with it. And ultimately, we try and help people make it make sense and produce good return on investments for them. If you can get people out of the complexities and really just help them with their story, their brand, and then truly moving off of that stuff into things that actually generate leads for them, that's what they're looking for.